John Dramani Mahama and running mate Professor Naana Opoku Agyeman. Ebusia 2020 elections na she wasn't abreast with the issues and answered because NDC officially omuyi ne kire Ghana for no ebusia maame ne den same me to dwa ho mo a brofo okeka no me say NDC executive ni ba ko watch ni phone and o google meaning of that sentence no na supplement any government there where your professors level easy ebusia montage your mama because Naana Opoku Agyeman was sending straight message to them Bawumia Napo Aseidu Nketiah and send me all the two guy and draw na manful chem say general mosquito where they below the belt say and amubebu o mine there ya behwe ebusia ya bekọ insebne mu into details AfriX mobile money app and I recommend it amount UK, Canada, US, any part of the world I will be able to me as niska ebpm e Ghana. Or move rate strong kokra. Interesting thing they say, what signing up with the promo code TRENDSGH our first transaction will be say above $150 will be out $20 bonus and with a master so by signing up with the promo code TRENDSGH. So Andra and NDC on mode Professor Naana Opoku Agyeman Ghana for say no and our partner John Dramani Mahama for 2024 elections no KOD Kofi Orchard akon ebuzo kopia mu ho sofu kese ba akon Reverend Abraham Lamte okana dwimbo gumbe pa enra orozo kopia mu ho na me say John Dramani Mahama time wa ochia Julius Debra yes o man no apakat kakra ewo ni yefunu mu interesting Professor Naana Opoku Agyeman One Kobna Dufo, almost Haga, or more decisions for Mahama, any Naana Opoku Agyeman. That was also interesting. And when a chairman general, Aseidu Nketiah so and say, it was your mama microphone, Namenkasa. Meteten some na NDC for year or my dreams so more winning elections near we and unti or no a general mosquito ebusia or bacan say me. Aseidu Nketiah or Casano ebusia. Assembia or Kanye ewo hono concerning sharing meat be. And I'm out from Aseidu Nketiah. San some no kaya no, on betchemu ye, and I say, or betchanson.
I don't intend to spoil the mood, but let me say that we are happy that the polls are projecting a massive victory for us, both for President Mahama and for a resounding majority in Parliament in 2025. But I like to caution that polls results alone don't constitute victory for any political party. And we must be aware that our opponents have a lot of money and they are going into the vote market with a lot of looted cash. So I like to caution all of us that don't let us abandon the tool we are more comfortable with and try to pick the tools that MPP is comfortable with. So let's remain a party of honesty, a party of truth, a party of integrity, and that is the only way we can defeat MPP. Because we are already convinced that we are there, a lot of people have begun taking positions and fighting over who will be what in the next government. Indeed, some people are not only fighting about the positions they will occupy, they are telling all others that they will be the kingmakers and they will be making their appointments. If we are not careful, this will dampen the enthusiasm and the spirit of our followers. So I want to assure everybody that we are not there yet. Don't be fighting about positions. And don't be struggling about who will make appointments. Let us all go for the hunting first, and when we kill the game, we now argue about how to share the meat.
Nana Amafo James said, meat near him. Ebisu oh, Aseidu Nketiah or can appointment no because he spoke in a contest. Ebisu si David meet na Aseidu Nketiah or can Ghana ska ena omo beche nti no de chairman general we de brabonten ne bechire ne we na Professor Naana Opoku Agyeman running mate to John Dramani Mahama ebusua ono de wa obechire mu se afiansa obaka nsam egu ho maame ne kasa ne mu no wasend message to Dr. Bawumia wasabo a ochire mu se eno enye threat na maame ne kan brofo kese bi oho mu a NDC executive baako watwe ne phone and all search the meaning of ethnocentric elitism masquerading as intellectualism. Hey!
All those singing Mami Odende, my response is too. As I stated in my brief acceptance note on March 7th, 2024, by renominating me, you have demonstrated your remarkable consistency and unwavering commitment to inclusivity and innovation. I find this very, very touching. The Gonjas express it with meaning and San Kushum. I will repay your abiding confidence with loyalty, with understanding, and a devotion to duty. I will not, in the advancement of self-serving ambition, declare to the whole world that I was only the driver's mate. The election ahead, it is about the opportunity to pull Ghana back from the precipice of destruction, of normalizing corruption, of incomprehensive greed, from deep despair. We must work towards a Ghana where the law truly works, where there is shared prosperity, where democracy has not become a fluke, where people are not abused, and where the basic necessities of life are not denied the majority. It is a chance to work hard towards building a country where citizens do not feel disrespected or intimidated or ignored because of the way they vote or the language they speak. We are not in ordinary times. Never have we experienced the levels of greed, unbridled arrogance, unrestrained impunity, sheer dishonesty, barefaced hypocrisy, incompassion as displayed by this incumbent government over the past 6 years and more. Among the youth, you hear complaints and stories concerning state capture, where this government has chosen to use its power not in the broader interest of all Ghanaians, but to favor a small clique. What is that? John and I have agreed that whoever has participated in the plunder of the state must be held accountable. This is not a threat. It is a promise. It is a promise which is premised on the wishes of our citizens across the political divide, and it is hinged on the principle of accountability. Let us face the facts. Today, what do we hear? Is the promotion of ethnocentric elitism, which is masquerading as intellectualism. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is elitism masquerading as intellectualism. It is weakness strutting as courage, and crony capitalism masked as development in freedom. It is shameless hypocrisy pretending to be objective. This will never move our country forward.
Professor Naana Opoku Agyeman we no Gumbe part 1. I know dey say ye boshe omo edi Ghana ska dwirim no. Eye boshe we enye threat. Ne no na ma ministry onwie ye. Eye national cathedral o wonsam ka wo ho. Ejapa o wonsam ka wo ho. COVID o wonsam ka wo ho. He for the first time, caterpillar etumi tu fadwum chain a confirm or when some can ewo ho. Napo or message emano. Electoral Commission led by Jane Mensah or message emano.
I envisage a report on the administration of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on the ticket of the NDC in his reign 2013 to early 2017. And I bet that the report will have no reference to the following: a multi-million dugout. I don't know about you, but the image I get looking at that hole is a trench in utter shock that anyone could believe it was intended as a Thanksgiving gift to the Almighty, invisible, God only wise. You will not find in his record a free SHS at war. The battle fought on the grounds of food, shelter, space, even calendar, teaching and learning materials, or those who spend a couple of weeks in school and many months at home just idling by. You will not find past questions instead of textbooks and science equipment. You will not find an atmosphere that suppresses learning. You will not find free water and electricity to a few that has turned out to be most expensive for everyone. Such a report will not find COVID money shared for partisan political campaign purposes. And all of this done when people were dying and they needed just a little bit of help. You will not find in his term an Ejapa-like manifesto. And you will not find him as president clearing malfeasance and writing love letters to prejudice a bad situation. You will not find that unemployment jumped from 8 to 14%. And actually check the figures. Check the actual figures. Go beyond the percentages. And you will not find a debt to GDP that has gone a wall, or a city that refuses to be tamed. Under his tenure, you will not find weak efforts to hide the truth of Dumso. The reports will not include scandals surrounding the PDS, Australian visa, Keldon JVG, most contaminated fuel, excavations, and Aboboya tricycles that can fly faster than unconfirmed. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you will not find unfulfilled promises of one village, one dam, $1 million per constituency per year, 350 secondary schools from scratch, and too many betrayals and too many instances of disrespect. You will not find in his time a tracker too embarrassed and gone into hiding because it is too afraid to expose its plagiarized content. Do not fall victim to those who have realized that having failed in sloganeering and packaging, that they have exhausted all their strategies and therefore resort to deception and distraction. Let us just be mindful and show some respect to our citizens. So the lights are not stable, and because somebody has not told us that it is Dumso, it means there is no Dumso. So the Electoral Commission is struggling to defend its credibility, and until the Commission tells us that the missing equipment mean nothing, everyone should believe that there are no issues to worry about. How did disrespect get so high? Actions that impoverish and disenfranchise do not necessarily translate into feeble-mindedness in people who are angry. in people who are hungry and in people who are oppressed. Electoral Commission, I address you directly. It is in the national interest and in your own interest to make transparent what has been and is going on in your establishment. The truth will not be suppressed. You cannot be so independent as to disregard the people who validate your existence. It does not happen anywhere. Easy. A word to the wise is in Aseidu North.
Master was so share with view on in someone Professor Naana or the bad one. Any of you, Aseidu Nketiah and someone also the two guy or one man for chips. Aseidu Nketiah on Brab one thing, no match the money. And now say, over patch out a woman. Meeting Edikojo Black, aha, trans GH, Macramo.
Sending money abroad just got a whole lot easier with AfriX. Our slick app makes international transfer crazy fast and super secure. Just tap a few buttons, money sent across the globe in minutes. One magic of AfriX is that you can add your debit card or load money to your AfriX wallet right in the app, then send those funds to your recipient overseas straight to their bank account at lightning speed and zero fees. You can earn a one-time bonus of $20 if you refer your friends and they send up to $150. Whether you're in the USA, Canada, Europe or anywhere in the world, AfriX. Best rates at no cost with no hidden fees.